and welcome back to Life Downloaded. We've had a little bit of a break, but we are now back with episode 7, Technology Heaven. Dan?
Yeah, episode 7, Technology Heaven, basically because I'm a complete geek when it comes
Techno-geek.
I am a techno geek. So we talk about accessibility and technology, we talk about Siris, we talk about Alexas, we talk about iPhones, we talk about all sorts.
And more importantly, we talk about my brand new spanking wheelchair.
It is very shiny, it is very sleek.
It's fantastic. So, tune in after this musical intro.
Well, hello everybody, here we are for episode 7 of Life Downloaded. I am Dan Edge, and as always, here at Life Downloaded Towers,
Yay!
I am joined by the tremendous Samantha Rank.
Tremendous. I'm not feeling tremendous today.
Are you not, Sam?
I'm not, and if you had a picture of me right now, you'd see why. I've not even taken my makeup off properly from last night, even though I've showered. Still got panda eyes.
I feel there might be a story there.
Yeah, and I've got like cat food on me. Feeling really sexy again. I always save it for you, Dan.
Yeah.
This is the thing, I've had like a week away from you, and I thought, how can I welcome Dan back for episode 7? And the answer is not shaving under my armpits, smelling of cat food, and having makeup dotted all over my face.
Well, if nothing else, listeners, you can say there is nothing fake about Life Downloaded.
There is nothing fake.
We bring you real life to your ears. To your ears.
To your ears. In your ears? No, that's wrong.
In
No,
your
that's
ears?
something
Well,
else.
technically.
Is it? Oh, bad visual. Yes. Anyway, we are back. It does feel like I've not seen you for a month, which is kind of cute, I think.
Oh, have you missed me, love?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Oh.
look at me, a little bit. Yeah, yeah, I have. But no, I am just feeling a bit ropey at the moment. So I've been super busy. I've had my mother visiting, then my best friend visiting, and I've still got another friend visiting who I love him to bits, but he's not the tiniest of kind of guests, shall we say, and someone that is OCD. That is pretty much driving me round the bend. I'm sure a lot of the listeners can empathise with that, and you know, like I got my cat Lola because I was a bit lonely, and I thought, live on my own, I want that company. And then all of a sudden, all my friends and family, a bit like buses, came to visit me all at once, and now all I'm like is like, get away, I just want my space back. So, you know, moral is, we're just never happy as human beings. We are never happy.
Well, you know, we try to be. We try to be. But yeah, like, you've been super busy. I mean, I was listening to you last week. Yes, it was last week. Engaging my brain.
What was I doing?
You were on Talk Radio.
Oh, I was. Yeah, do you know what? Talk Radio has welcomed me under their little wing, so that's really nice. And do you know what's nice? Because I don't know whether I've spoken about like imposter syndrome, so I was going through that real, not feeling worthy enough, and I think a lot of that stems from when you're freelance or when you're in the creative field like we are, work isn't as regular as going to a 9 to 5.
No,
and
most
I think
definitely.
when you're trying to master your skills and hone your skills and become the best at whatever, you kind of what path you go down, if you don't have regular work, that can knock your confidence. It's a little bit like a language, if you don't use a language, you kind of lose it. And I feel like I've lost my confidence definitely with acting because the jobs haven't been there for me. So it's been really, really nice to have a regular radio show that I'm on, and I feel like I'm really getting to grips with what I'm doing, and my confidence is building. So it's been nice, and everyone there is really, really cool. So I took my mum actually along with me. It was like take mother to work day.
Mama Rank.
Yeah, but then she didn't want to stay and listen. She wanted to go shopping. So I was like, all right, charming, bye then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's all good. I am all good. I'm just bloody knackered. I'm knackered, and I don't do well when I get not a lot of sleep. How are you like that? We were just speaking before we started recording about napping.
Yeah.
Power napping, can't do it. You
No,
can't do it.
I'm not a napper because I feel if I nap, I feel worse when I wake up.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Like-
they say there's a knack to it,
Yeah,
isn't there?
like I wouldn't know what a hangover is, but I've seen plenty of people with hangovers.
You're looking at it. You're
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
Wait.
This is a hangover.
But I've seen plenty of people, not just Sam, with hangovers. And I kind of feel like it's a smaller version of that.
It is.
I'm just like, blah.
Your body doesn't like you anymore,
Yeah,
basically.
so like I have to power through and then like die in my bed for like 8, 9, 12 hours and then I'm all right again.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
definitely a power througher. I'm not a napper.
No, it's funny, but they say because a lot of corporations are introducing like power nap pods and things like that, and it shouldn't be. What is it? It should be longer than 10 minutes, and you're supposed to have a caffeinated drink beforehand, so have like coffee or tea beforehand, so that by the time you've supposedly had your nap. Once you wake up after the 10 minutes, you set your alarm, the coffee will then kick in so you don't oversleep.
Right.
That
so
is a knack to it. But I can't imagine going to sleep within 10 minutes.
the
I sit
technicality.
there.
Yeah.
Men are good at that. Are you one of them, you put your head on the pillow and you're out?
If I'm tired enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. If I'm tired enough. The whole thing is though, is like if I see this is where I go wrong, like with naps, I suppose. Because I go, right, I'm gonna have a nap. I'm gonna have a nap. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna have a nap.
Sleepy time now.
And it just doesn't happen because I start thinking,
No, I know.
why am I not napping?
Yes.
And so between that and the post-nap hangover, I'm just really bad at napping.
Power through.
Yeah, I'm a power through kind
Power
of guy.
through.
And especially like the whole technicality of napping. I mean, you've educated me on
Yeah, I
napping
know.
right now.
I haven't just made that up. I
didn't
watched
know
that on
about this
telly.
like drinking tea or coffee.
Yeah, no.
And the thing is like I don't drink
you
alcohol
don't.
and I don't drink
And I
tea or
don't-
coffee.
And I
so
don't think a Red Bull would have the same effect.
no, or a Coke. And the thing is I don't drink Coke or Red Bull. So if I actually drank a caffeinated drink,
What did you do? Who are you?
if I actually drank a caffeinated drink, I think I'd be like buzzing and wouldn't be able to sleep anyway.
Are you actually a robot? Are you like an artificial intelligent, like that doesn't sleep, drink, eat, or anything?
No, I definitely sleep.
Yes.
I definitely eat probably a lot more rubbish
And
than
I
I
can
should
confirm
do.
you do sleep because we have shared a bed together, haven't we?
That sounds
Yes,
more questionable than it should.
Exactly. Let's
But-
move on from that. we did just sleep.
Yes, nothing else.
But speaking of AI,
Speaking of, yes. How did we get to AI?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Artificial intelligence.
Because that's right, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes,
AI. Look
yes.
at me
How
knowing
to-
all the lingo.
Do-do-do.
Well impressed. There is actually a theme of today's podcast, episode 7, and it is not just about talking about
Naps.
how naps and how rough I look, because we all know that's a regular occurrence. So, technology, tell me, you were very excited. You messaged me. When was it last night? You text me.
Yeah.
About what you've got a new arrival, I hear.
Yeah, now that could sound like I'm about to have a child,
I know. You got to birth a baby.
which technically in my world I'm probably on the verge of. I am a massive technology fan, technology geek.
Yes, you are.
I love my gadgets. I've made no secret. I'm the one that records and edits this, because we're
Yeah.
not part of a shiny studio. I do all that kind of stuff. And there are some people, as soon as I say this, that are going to go, oh, he's one of them. But I pre-ordered my new iPhone and it shall be in my hand on Friday.
Oh, you're one of them.
See? So I am very, very excited by the new iPhone. Yes, there's probably been years where they've done a lot more to it, but especially with doing social media and spending time around you, Sam, you are a
What?
fan.
What?
You are a fan of a camera.
What am I? I am not today though, my love.
no, but
Stay clear.
Generally, you are a fan of a camera.
Yes.
And my brand new iPhone shall have 3 of them.
What? Explain. Back up.
Yes.
Wait. What? Go.
Well, 4 technically.
What?
But it will have 3 cameras on the back.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? So, going back to my radio appearance, we have a gadget man coming.
Gadget man.
Gadget man. And he talked about that. And do you know, I shouldn't probably say this, but sometimes when you're on radio and there's so much going on, and when it's a 3-hour show, sometimes you zone out a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the full conversation because obviously I'm not that tech savvy. I like tech. Like if you give me a phone, I'll be like, oh great, yeah, amazing. How cool am I? But I don't have the patience for it. Hence why you edit the podcast. But anyway, he was saying that he mentioned that about the quality is going to be like for filmmakers.
Yes.
That high spec.
Yeah.
And I think what we were discussing, if I remember, is do we really need this, and when have we become this kind of culture of needing equipment that we probably won't use? But it is that whole issue of keeping up with the Joneses. Like, you're not a filmmaker, but because it's available, you've got to have it.
I am a little bit like that, I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, with everything that I do, I may well use it.
Oh, yeah, and you need to really, do more social media. That is an actual dig at you. Saying it here now. On air. You need to start tweeting more and taking pictures and being that person.
I do.
But yeah, it's that whole fascination of way back when the first phone. I mean, I wonder who just came up with that concept. Because I used to carry around my Canon camera with me, on girls' nights out. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even that old, but I remember taking my Canon camera, and you've got your phone as well.
Yeah.
And then having to upload them, or way back when having to go to Boots or to the supermarket to get them developed.
Yeah.
But I used to love that. I actually really miss having hard copies of pictures.
Well,
I mean, I know they're just clutter up everywhere, but I really like that tangible effect. But now it's who. Because no one put the camera in the phone thinking, oh, I want now people to take selfies of themselves. No. It was more for the moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Although I think that I might save my first ever Slowfie to be with you, Miss Rank.
What?
The Slowfie.
A what?
This is a new development with the new iPhone, and it's called a Slowfie, and it's a slow motion selfie video.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm confused already, but okay.
Okay, so I know
what slow motion is.
Yeah, you know what slow motion is,
yeah.
And you know what a selfie is.
Well, yeah, but you don't move in a selfie.
Oh, but we could do, you see.
Oh.
We can be like, oi, and post our first Slowfie.
Okay, do you want to do that together then?
Yeah, I mean, we can't do it now because obviously I don't have the new phone until Friday.
How exciting. I feel like you're popping my cherry or something.
We shall do our first Slowfie. And we'll put it on the live download.
Does that mean I've got a shower next time then?
You might want to. Yeah. And
Got it? Damn it!
I'll shave and look a bit more
presentable.
presentable.
Damn it, Janet! Gosh.
But maybe we should do our first Slowfie for live download.
Should we get Lola involved as well so it looks like we're a cute cat couple?
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
You're like, please not the cat.
But yeah, we can do that. So maybe we'll do our first Slowfie because I am quite intrigued by a slow motion.
I am as well. No, again, I do appreciate technology because I think particularly, being disabled or having an impairment and technology has been a real saving grace. So at the moment, I've got Alexas in all of my rooms and all my lights are controlled by that.
Nice.
And I mean it's one of them where yes, I have become extremely lazy in a lot of respects, but I am just thinking when I have a broken bone or a fracture, that is just going to be
it's
absolutely amazing when I'm sat in bed.
This is where I'll give Apple their due.
Yeah.
And they had because they do a massive launch event for all their new stuff.
Yes, and they didn't do a big one this time, did they?
Well, they still did one.
Did they?
But it probably didn't have as many bells and whistles as Apple events have in the past. But what I will give Apple credit for, and they've done it a couple of times recently, is within these events and within their advertising, they are quite happy to use deaf and disabled people in it.
Yeah.
So, for example, not the model just launched, but the watch model previous, the Apple Watch Series 4, a friend of mine was there playing tennis on the advert, wheelchair tennis.
I love it.
Good friend of mine, Gary Cox. He's a lovely bloke.
Is he single?
No,
Oh,
sadly not.
moving on.
But yeah, he was on there playing wheelchair tennis for Apple. But they also had a section at this particular event where they had people that had written letters to Apple, or to Tim Cook, who's the CEO of Apple, saying how the technology had changed their lives. And one of which was a deaf guy. And he said, I find my phone great because I've just had a baby and I have a camera in the baby's room and my phone alerts me when the baby wakes up because I can't hear them crying.
Do you know what? I mean, I completely applaud that. I think I'm slightly saddened because disabled people have been around since the day of dawn, time or whatever. And you know, that technology, or not maybe not that specific technology, but technology has been around also for a very long time. Yet, if you were disabled and wanted that assistance technology, like, you know, car conversions, etc., it would cost you a packet, you know. And now, only because, you know, Apple are trendy, or everyone wants an Alexa, which is technology that has kind of been around for supporting the disabled community for quite some time, it's now become, you know, well, cheaper, isn't it?
It's become cheaper, more affordable and more accessible.
And it's just a little bit sad that it, like, takes, you know, kind of everyone else to jump on the bandwagon for or people to invest in it and be like, great. But I think what the message is from the technology is when we talk about an inclusive society and we say, you know, an inclusive society is a better society for everyone, and that is completely true when we look at technology. You know, what might help someone with a you know, someone who's deaf, like you said, or blind, that has a visual impairment, you know, could help a mother, you know, a new mother. As well. I mean, the technology is for everybody. Yeah,
I mean, I only saw it in passing the other day, but I did actually see an advert for Alexa because, you know, I'm not.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
Although I'm an Apple-based person in my own personal life, I have nothing against Alexa, and it was actually with visually impaired people and supported by the RNIB, the Royal National Institute for the Blind.
I saw too.
You know, technology companies, although the technology isn't perfect for everybody, and I know there's disabled people out there that are going, I can't access it, and it still needs some work. Technology is probably pushing forward what we've talked about on this podcast before, being the social model more than anything right now. Because technology is making the world accessible. I mean, everyone. I've said before that I use my Apple Watch and my phone to pay for stuff because it means I don't have to get my wallet out of my pocket.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about that stuff before. So I'm a massive tech person. If Apple feel like giving me tech
free
or
stuff. Give me free things, please,
you
Apple.
Know, or, you know, or indeed Amazon. Let's, you know,
let's broaden the scale.
Or Google. You know,
we are going to tag you in all these companies when I do the social media.
Indeed. So you know, we're talking about tech and how tech makes things accessible. I mean, you know, one thing that my new iPhone may enable us to do, Sam. We might not do it every time because, you know, we do like turning up. Well, you like turning up in your pajamas, and I like not having to shave every show.
That's true.
But we could set up my new phone, and it has the technology to film me with one camera and you with the other, and we can live video stream.
Do you think people are ready for that?
I don't know, people on social media, those that follow us on Twitter and Instagram, would you be ready to watch us live?
I don't know whether I feel like
record live.
I feel like I'm like, you know, one of them dodgy channels, you know, like on like adult channels, you know, like
watch us live,
pay per view.
We won't charge for the privilege.
We most definitely could do that. So yeah, let us know what you think. Would you like to watch me pick my nose?
Because one of the exciting things that they did develop in the camera is the fact that it's going to let you film from the front and the back cameras at the same time.
It's just too weird for me.
So we can have
Too
you filmed on
weird.
one and me filmed on the other.
Oh, I don't know whether people are ready for that.
And it would be a pretty video.
We'll give it. Well, speak for yourself.
Well, when it looks at you, maybe. It looks at me, not so much.
That's exciting. So, I mean, I have got a new piece of technology.
You do.
So
It's very shiny.
very
I'm looking
shiny.
at it now.
So I have got a new manual wheelchair, and that was provided by a company called RGK.
Ah! Yes, I know them well.
Yes, because your chair is by RGK too.
It is indeed.
So, all
We are not
fantastic.
sponsored by RGK.
No, they're not at all.
Yet.
All great. And before I go on with my little story, I don't want this to be a reflection on them as a company because I'm really happy with the chair. But I think for me and a lot of I'm sure other wheelchair users can sympathise with me, is when you get a new chair, particularly when it's been bespokely made. So not off, you can't just go want that one and then that's fine, because I'm quite a petite person.
Yes.
I need to have it really made to measure. But what you don't realise is that different chairs by different companies are obviously they're different, and the dimensions are different and the shapes are different. So I am finding I have to reach a little bit further for things. Yesterday, we had to tinker around with the chair because I actually couldn't transfer it onto the toilet. And we're talking because there's maybe an inch difference in my old chair to my new chair. There's some other little tweaks that the guys at RGK are going to get back in contact with me and come hopefully sort out the few teething problems. But it was really kind of an anticlimax because I was so excited. It's like getting a Maserati or a Lamborghini. I was so excited. My other chair, I've kept my other chair, but the front wheel on the other chair has literally, the ball bearings have come out, but I didn't get it fixed. It's literally that came out last week, so I was like, don't get it fixed because I'm getting a new chair. So I can't even go back to my old chair really because it's not safe. But yeah, it was just a little bit I really was so excited about this chair, and it's now got some teething issues, and I now have to rethink how I do certain things. So yeah, I think again, you don't realise that, and people don't realise the complexity of when you use technology or when you use equipment, to help you basically live your life, how sacred that is, and how you form such a, you become one. Does that make sense? Would you agree?
Oh no, totally.
You become one person.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, about how wheelchairs are personal space.
Yeah.
Because they are an extension. And I haven't touched your shiny new chair yet.
You can touch whatever you want, my darling.
Hey, people will start talking. You say things like that.
I think they already are.
Well, you did say we shared a bed.
I know.
But yeah, no, it's a very shiny new chair. But the issue is with chairs like this is, as much as we don't want there to be, there's possibly always going to be teething problems.
Of course there is.
I had it with my chair, simply because, especially in terms of yours, Sam, because yours is made completely bespoke, because you are a smaller lady.
Little.
Yes. So you don't have 2.5 foot of leg like I do.
No, but if you want to blend me some of your lead, then that's fine.
Oh, you wouldn't want
Could you
too hairy, love. Too much shaving needed.
Oh no.
So yeah, for you, your chair is so specialised in the fact that it has to fit your dimensions that mine was a bit more off the shelf. So they're probably
off the rail.
Indeed. So there wasn't necessarily as many specialist things to it. But for me, it was, when I got my chair, it was a massive difference, because my old chair before this one was super, super long. And
long in the shaft, you mean?
Yeah,
that came out
just
very
generally
wrong.
in the way.
Where's my?
Where is your brain today?
Where is my brain?
Touch anything I like,
Oh
long
my
in the
goodness
shaft, and we share the bed together.
Honestly, you better leave pretty soon. Don't linger when we finish the podcast. Just go home as soon as. I might have to pounce on you. I swear. Anyway, sidetrack. No,
Um,
but it's very true. And the thing is, it's not like, when you go into a car dealership and you go for a test drive, and it's kind of what you imagine. It's not what you imagine, and then you go, nah, it's all right. I just won't. I can't really do that now.
No.
These are expensive equipments. It was £4,500.
Yep.
My chair, a lot of money, and you've got to just kind of hope that when you were given your dimensions, and hope that the engineer has done everything correctly and you've not forgotten things, but ultimately you do. Like, I genuinely didn't realise about, it sounds stupid, but about the toilet too much.
Yeah.
Because all my dimensions stayed the same, but actually, because it's a different shaped chair, it's we've had to like tinker around with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I'm in a bit of a funk at the moment, because I should be really, really happy and grateful for my nice new shiny chair, but actually it's slowing me down a little bit at the moment, and I'm like feeling sorry for myself.
But knowing the ladies and gents at RGK like I do,
Yes.
they will not leave you stranded.
Oh no, I know. I mean, they've been absolutely fantastic, and I applaud them because their service is amazing. But like you said, you don't even think. I think it's because everyone's so different of what they need from a chair.
Yeah.
Even my hands, I've got quite petite hands, and even like the what do you call them? The grips on the chair.
Yeah.
The rims,
rims,
handle,
push
yeah.
rims.
Push rims are like probably double the size of my other chair. So even just like being able to grab them, but I would never have thought of that when I was looking at.
Yeah,
The
because you've got
prototype.
smaller hands. Yeah.
Never thought of that.
As I have larger hands, so I actually hold the rim and
There's
the wheel.
so many innuendos going on right now.
There
it's
are.
just intense.
Hey,
It's really intense.
are you having a moment over
I'm
there?
really
love?
having a moment.
Me talking about my large hands.
Yeah, talking about your large hands. And I just had a sudden crave for ice cream as well.
Where did that come from?
I really don't know. I just had this like visual image of
Large hands and ice
of
cream.
ice cream. Oh, wow.
What flavour? Dare I
The
ask?
peanut butter, actually.
Oh no,
Wow.
that's all yours. You keep that.
Oh, I like a bit of peanut butter.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, sorry, I didn't need to like bring down the mood about my my depressed state of my chair, but yeah, I'm sure listeners, if you are wheelchair users, I hope you'll be sat there going, yep, totally get
Yep,
that,
get it.
totally get that.
Done it, yeah.
Technology.
Technology.
Since we're talking about technology, what is this episode 7 of Life Downloaded?
Yeah.
What are we going to call it? You said something earlier and it was quite snazzy.
Yeah.
Have you forgotten it?
No. Thankfully, for once, my memory is working. Episode 7, Technology Heaven. There you
Yeah, that'll do.
go. Episode
that'll do,
7,
'cause,
Technology Heaven.
Honestly, I'm way too tired to think of anything more snappy. Okay, so we haven't had a guest on for a while, but that's
No.
partly because we've been super busy and we did have a week's break.
Yes, we did. We love you, but we had a week's break because
Exactly.
we've been super busy.
And we really wanted to get someone fabulous for you.
And
so
it turns out that all the fabulous people are also very busy.
yeah, exactly. Also very busy, and because we record during the day, I think that's a bit problematic. We could record at night, but that
We
means you
could.
probably will have to share my bed again, and I don't know whether I'm prepared for that.
No.
Not now you've told me you don't like peanut butter ice cream.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry. It's true. I'm not a fan of peanut butter generally.
Bed sharing
It's
days
like
are over.
Controversial. I saw peanut butter Marmite the other day,
Oh no, I don't. I'm not that person.
and I thought it was a waste of good Marmite.
I like Marmite as well.
Okay, good. At least we're both on the Marmite kick.
Yeah, Marmite. What were we talking about? Peanut butter bed. What?
Peanut butter beds ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so we will get someone on
Yes.
soon. So please don't get bored with us ranting. I know that some of you will be like, for goodness sake. But yes, we're in it for the long haul.
We are.
I think that's the point I'm trying to make.
We're in it for the long haul.
We are in it for the long haul.
If you've got anything awesome that you use your technology for, if you use an Alexa or a Siri or anything like that, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, or even just like gadgets that you've kind of put together yourself, because I love things like that.
Yeah,
You
like
know.
I know a lady. I don't know if she listens to the podcast. I don't think she does, but she owns 2 huskies and she's a wheelchair user. and she's custom built a harness for the huskies to pull her wheelchair.
Oh, I want that now.
I know.
Oh.
And the huskies are amazing too.
Well jealous.
I know.
I don't know though. I mean, I'll be so unlucky that they'll like not listen to me, and I'll end up going like, you know, headfirst into a.
Huskies are strong-willed.
Yes.
I know that from personal experience.
I can't even discipline my cat, for goodness sake. And it's like 5 months old. So.
How is Lola? Let's give the listeners a Lola update.
Lola's been great, and because my anxiety's been quite bad at the moment, and I've had a little dip in, you know, just not feeling my spunky self. And she has been a saving grace, and even though people go, oh, cats aren't like dogs, you know, they're not as in tune with emotions, but I definitely feel like when I wasn't having a good day the other day, she literally just sat in bed with me. She didn't really move, and she was, you know, I think she sensed her mummy was there. So again, I'm a true believer in the power of animal therapy, and having that, you know, kind of that little bond, and just someone there to keep an eye out for you. I mean, I'm sure she would like eat my body if I died, but
yeah, I mean, she climbed up the back of my chair.
Oh my goodness, she was getting really cheeky, wasn't she?
She was cheeky this morning, climbing up the back of my chair, climbing up my back.
Oh my god, I felt really awful because I couldn't I thought I don't want to bat her off because she was digging her claws in. Yep. So I grabbed her. But you can do this, can't you? I mean, you've got to have like animal protesters now on the, like, you know, grab them by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, I'm sure that's.
She didn't squeal, did she?
No.
But I literally just went, come here, and she was like, yeah, she's getting a bit cheeky, but she's good. She's a good girl. Everyone loves her. I think it's just been a lot because I've had so many people in my house recently, so I'm sure she's thinking the same, going, Mummy, when are we just going to be on our own again?
What did Mama Rank think of her?
At first she was like, oh, it's so weird, and then by the end of it she was saying, come to your mummy, as in she was saying that to Lola. I'm going, your grandma. I'm the mummy.
Did she not like being referred to as grandma?
Yeah, I know. Clearly not. But yeah, she loved her because we recently lost our family dog. So I think my mum is craving again that little that comfort. So yeah, it was very good, and it was nice because she did grandma duty. So she was cleaning out the litter tray, which was a little bit like hurrah.
Thank goodness for grandmas.
Thank goodness for, or shall I say, Oma?
Oma?
Yeah, Ormi, yeah, Oma.
Is that German?
Deutschland. Yes.
See, look at you being all multilingual and talented.
I am not just a pretty face.
No.
So yes, yeah, everything was good. Lola is good. She stopped crying at the door, so that is all good. I do really need some of that peanut butter ice cream. I'm trying frantically to think.
Do you have peanut butter ice cream?
No, I don't know where I could get some from. Anyone
out there? We might be on Deliveroo or Just Eat before I leave the flat. Yeah. We may well.
Yes, that's that. There's nothing much else to say, is there really?
No, it's kind of a chilled one.
Very chilled today. Prattled away.
Kind of bringing us back after a week off.
Yeah, exactly.
We hope you didn't miss us too much. On a side note, we've mentioned it before, and I'll put it out there publicly right now. I've been talking to our podcast provider because we know some of our listeners on Spotify had issues with episode 4. I'm hoping that I will get those sorted this week, and those of you that listen on Spotify will be able to listen to episode 4 in all its glory by the end of the week.
Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
I know. But it's because we've all been busy.
Yes.
But yes, so I contacted them, they contacted me, and they've told me what I need to do.
Fabulous.
So, all things being well, you should be able to listen to episode 4 on Spotify by the end of the week.
I suppose on that note then, we should wrap up episode 7.
Episode 7, Technology Heaven.
And I really want peanut butter now.
Okay, so we're going to go on the hunt for peanut butter ice cream. I have been Dan Edge.
And I have been Samantha Rank.
This has been Life Downloaded.
Episode 7.
Technology Heaven. And we'll see you for episode 8. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon.